Right, well, let's start off with the entertainment center. This consists of 3 bookcases that I got from IKEA. This is generally the place where I do a lot of my gaming. I've got the HD television there, the PlayStation 4. I have 1 bookcase dedicated to Sony, so that's PlayStation, all that stuff, all that good stuff. The other is to Nintendo, so you've got the DS, the 3DS, some Game Boy games, GameCube, Wii U, basically anything Nintendo goes in that bookcase. And then the one on the far left, that includes the Xbox and Sega games. Right then, let's dive in. I'll show you some of the selections from the collection. Here is Shenmue, the Japanese edition. Love Shenmue. We run the In Search of Landy podcast on this channel, so go and check that out. Here is the PAL version of Shenmue. Love this game. Beautiful game. Also have here Wesker's Report. This was a exclusive from game stores in UK when you ordered the Resident Evil remake on GameCube. Pretty good DVD, you should check it out. Let's move on to the Xbox. This is the Xbox, I think, Controller S. Lovely controller there. So let's have a look at some of the good games I have here. Jet Set Radio Future. Love Jet Set Radio. Awesome that they actually got the sequel out. I'm waiting for a number 3. Next game, Outrun 2. Love Outrun. Big fan of AM2. What more can I say about Outrun? It's Outrun. If you like racing, it's awesome. Panzer Dragoon Auto. I was a huge fan of Panzer Dragoon on the Saturn. When this came to the Xbox, I was overjoyed. Love this game. Check it out. Phantasy Star Online 1 and 2. Unfortunately, this game probably doesn't work anymore, but I did enjoy Phantasy Star. And of course, the Pièce de Résistance, Shenmue 2. Gotta love Shenmue 2. If you don't, then go away. Right onto the GameCube stuff. F-Zero GX. Again, great racing game. I loved F-Zero on the SNES, and when this was coming out for the GameCube, I lost my shit. I love F-Zero. Great game. PNO3. Now this was exclusive for the GameCube. Kind of like a dance action shooting game, to be honest. It's hard to describe, but it is pretty cool. And what GameCube collection would not be complete without Pikmin. Pikmin's a great game. You should really check Pikmin out if you haven't. Pikmin 3 is out for the Wii U, so check that one out. That's the more up-to-date release, obviously. Back when the GameCube was out, Capcom struck a deal with Nintendo to do a lot of the Resident Evil games for that console, so one of those exclusives was Resident Evil 0. HD version coming out soon, but the GameCube version is great. My favourite Zelda game ever, Wind Waker. Love Wind Waker. Great game. Right, moving on to the 3DS, we recently did a top 5 3DS video, so if you want to check that out, I'll put that on the screen now. So yeah, Kirby Triple Deluxe, great platformer, awesome platformer. Luigi's Mansion 2, I literally got this the other day after playing the one on the GameCube. I love this, it's brilliant. Real, it's got that Nintendo charm, it's a great game. Pokemon Y, my favourite Pokemon game so far. I much prefer it to Alpha or Omega or Ruby, Sapphire, whatever they are. Basically, Pokemon Y is better than the newer ones. And Super Mario 3D Land. Love me some Mario. This is probably one of the best Mario games out there. Definitely check this out. Right, well, moving away from the games, let's move on to my ridiculous Amiibo collection. If you haven't guessed, I am a huge Nintendo fan. So yeah, when I heard that Amiibos were coming out, I again lost my shit. I ran down to the nearest store and got as many as I could. Captain Olimar we got here is one of my favourites. The favourite though is Kirby. He's my favourite Nintendo character. Moving on to Zero Suit Samus. Really cool figure. I like the detail on this. It's really cool. And yes, I am a sad bastard. I don't take them out of the case. Feel free to call me an idiot. I don't mind. Woolly Yoshi. Enough said. Back onto the entertainment system, we've got the Apple TV with Pearly Beads, Toad, the Mega Yan Yoshi Amiibo, and I love this. When I actually went to go and buy this, it was out of stock. There's a pretty funny story of how I got it. I'll probably save that for another video. But yeah, awesome Amiibo. Moving on to my retro setup, we have the PlayStation 2 and PSP here, as well as my Sanyo CRT television and the Nintendo Wii. Here is my Sega Saturn console. This is the original console I've had since I was young, and this is a great console. I did really enjoy the Saturn. To the right of that is the Sega Mega Drive 2, and this is also one of the consoles I had whilst I was growing up. I preferred the Super Nintendo, but the Mega Drive, it is a great console with some good games. Now to the right of the Mega Drive is the original Xbox. I would try and pick it up with one hand, but no. Too heavy, no. Moving on to the PlayStation 3 games, here I have Assassin's Creed. Huge fan of the series, I've been following it since this one, and it's probably the best in the series, I would say. Here we have Beyond Two Souls, a game from Quantic Dream. Really good game. Also from Quantic Dream is Heavy Rain, the first PlayStation 3 title from them. Really good stuff, really good stuff. Mirror's Edge. Now I'm highly anticipating Mirror's Edge 2. Definitely get Mirror's Edge 1 and give it a go. Portal 2. Huge fan of Portal 1 on the PC. Great game. Also good co-op on the PlayStation 3. Zone of the Enders HD Collection. Huge fan of the PlayStation 2 games. Had to get the HD Collection. Moving on to PS4, here we have Drive Club, my favourite racing game on the system. It's a really good game. Assassin's Creed Syndicate, the latest game in the series. A return to form, I'd say, as well. A lot better than Unity. Metal Gear Solid 5 Ground Zeroes. This is the Japanese edition. Absolutely love Ground Zeroes. It was a great game. The Phantom Pain. I wish I could say the same about this, but I absolutely hate the Phantom Pain. Really do feel like Kojima just took a massive poo on us. Right, PlayStation 2 games, Fantavision. This was a launch title for the system. Really cool game. Just like a firework god game, if you want to call it. Final Fantasy X, my favourite Final Fantasy game out of the whole series. Really cool game. Kingdom Hearts. Me and Jack love this game. If you're a fan of Disney and Final Fantasy, definitely get Kingdom Hearts. Now, King of Fighters Maximum Impact. Not a lot I can say about this game, I don't think. I think it was the first 3D game for the King of Fighters series, but it is a pretty good one. Not as good as Tekken. Metal Gear Solid 3 Subsistence. This is basically the repackaged Metal Gear Solid 3. Really cool game, comes with the originals and the first online Metal Gear Solid. Ridge Racer 5. I'm a huge Ridge Racer fan, and the first Ridge Racer on the PS2 was great. Really cool game. Shadow of Memories. Now this is a bit of a hidden gem on the PlayStation 2. It's really good. Not a lot I can say about it, but you should get it. On to PS1 games, here we have Metal Gear Solid 1 and Metal Gear Solid Special Missions. Huge Metal Gear Solid fan up until the Phantom Pain, obviously. But yeah, great games on the PlayStation 1 system. Another classic, Rage Racer. As I mentioned, I'm a Rage Racer fan, and this was a real turning point in the series. It's a great racing game, that. Probably my favourite Resident Evil game ever, and on the PlayStation. Ridge Racer Type 4, this is my favourite Ridge Racer title. Great game, really the pinnacle of the series. Moving on to the Nintendo Wii games, here we have Animal Crossing Let's Go to the City. This was actually the first Animal Crossing game I played. Me and Jack absolutely love it, it's really great. Super Mario Galaxy, that instant classic as soon as this came out. I really wish they would have released Super Galaxy 3 for the Wii U. Metroid Prime 3, great series. They took the Metroid into the first person perspective, and number 3 is really cool with the Wii controls, actually makes good use of them. The Legend of Zelda Twilight Princess, this was originally a GameCube title, but was launched on the Wii as a launch title. It's pretty cool. But this is the Zelda game you need to get. Skyward Sword takes advantage of the Wii totally. It's a great game, great game. Right, moving on to the Wii U. Don't have that many games for the Wii U, but one of note is Mario Kart 8. I actually have the limited edition that comes with the blue shell. Mario Kart 8, great game. What more can I say? Probably played it. It is great. Next one of note, Nintendo Land. Now this is the first game I picked up with the system, and it's a really cool multiplayer game. You should really get this if you have a lot of friends around or anything like that, or family. Well, that was it, guys. Thanks for taking the time to tune in. Make sure you follow us on Twitter and subscribe to the channel to keep updated on what we're doing. And as always, take care.